So I'm putting on the top today, and I just used a wire puller to pull this cable through this loop here, and that's what helps the lid spring back when it creates like a spring pressure when it's coming back to help it fold properly. So that is going to hook here. This is where it starts, and it comes out and comes through here and up into that loop. Okay, so before I put those on, I had to, there's a bar right here that I had to slide into the loop and then screw down to this tab here. So anyway, under here there's this loop, and it has these steel tabs, and they got 3 holes in them, and you just put a screw under there. So you slide it in the loop, and then I had to get help to hold it in there and stuff, but I hold it in there, and you just screw the screw into the metal, and that's what holds it here on this loop and here on this loop. And that being like that, that just means that, I mean, if I just pull this fairly tight and staple it in, it should be all right. Because I had watched some videos that they said that you want to attach this first and then pull it tight there, but that's only going to go so far. And this has this flat spot right here that probably should line up with this rail, which it does. And then these clamps right here, it's gonna staple to those. But what I'm thinking about is getting, I don't know, get these started or something and get that in there and then pull it tight and kind of mark it or something. I'm not sure how I'm gonna do that yet. This here is where the zipper goes, and you don't really want to mess with these from what I understand. I guess if I really pay attention and I put this exactly back where it goes, I could probably get this old zipper out, and I probably should, I don't know, I suppose I could cut it out, cut the zipper out just to get rid of it and leave the material in there. And then the new zipper on the other window, that's where that zipper is going to staple in right there. And this one I have to figure out still how that holds down, but there's a trim piece that goes across here that I have to figure out, but that's where I'm at. Okay, so I'm at the point where I think I'm just going to pull this. I got this jacked around here so that it doesn't come all the way down, and now I'm going to kind of pull it a little bit snug and staple it in a few places right here. I'm not even going to bother putting glue on it. It didn't have glue on it before, so I'm not going to bother with that. I might glue it right here because it did have glue there, but it almost, I don't know, I think this probably goes back in there like that actually. So yeah, that was glued in. Anyway, I want to attempt to tuck this and staple it now. Alright, got a few staples in all the way across, and I let the board down, and it's kind of a hard angle to get at, so I'm going to try to raise it up where I can reach it and see it better, and then staple it some more. Let's see how that goes. I really kind of scared to staple it more than necessary at this point, just because what if I need to move it, but I guess that's the plan for now. I don't know how this is going to turn out yet, but for me, I'm taking this and putting it right on the end there where it hangs over like that, and then I'm making it flush with the bottom, and then I'm stapling it, and then I'm working my way all the way around, making it tight and flat and flush with the bottom all the way around, stapling it. And then these bolts here go through these holes, and see how big they are? That's going to move up and down to try to tension it. So I got a little bit of play to tension it with, and I'm just hoping that they cut these so perfect that all I have to do is line them up and staple them in and bolt them down, but we'll see, because I don't know any other way to test fit it than to staple it in. It's got some wrinkles in it still. It's probably more maybe pulling on this front piece, I don't know. The back is pretty solid right here. I don't know if pulling down in the middle here might get rid of that wrinkle or not. I'm not even sure that I want to worry about it too much. This seems to be like an inch too far forwards. I don't know for sure. Seems like that needs to be over the bow. Anyway, I'll be thinking about it some more and figuring it out. Okay, this is the window. It's kind of glued in. There's no seam here at all. It's just glued. And then this is sewn, but it's just the window's just glued in all the way through here. It's got like a double skirt on it. That's glued to the top, and the bottom skirt is glued to the bottom. So I don't know if that's how the original window was. It's tempered. It's slightly tinted. It said it was tinted. Slightly tinted. And I'm going to check and see if the zippers match. Well, can you believe that? The zippers match. Huh. I might have been able to just get away with buying a window. That needed a new top anyway, but I probably could have got away with buying just a window. Alright, so it was a two-person job to get that zipped, and it was a little difficult, but once I got it matched up, it zipped right in, and it looks like it is centered. Looks like it's going to work. So I'm going to unzip it, and I'm going to go and match the other one and staple it to the bottom rail, and then zip it back in and bolt it in. I went ahead and went full send on the staples. Hopefully that works out, because I measured it and I laid it over the top and I traced and all that stuff, so hopefully it'll be close enough. I'm going to put it in the car. Okay, with a little help from my wife, I got it zipped in, and I'm going to bolt it in here in a minute. And I'm going to bolt I got to staple these more. I only half-ass stapled these, so I'll staple these more, and then it's going together. And if it's wrinkled, I guess it's wrinkled. We'll see though. So I watched my teardown video, and I believe that this piece right here goes over the top of this, and then a piece goes in here and screws down to hold this down, and that piece is fairly broken up. That's this. So it maybe this way. It goes in there like this, and I think it screws down on top of this cover like that. So it's 6 o'clock now, or well, it's 5 o'clock, and my wife wants to go out to eat, so I'm gonna wind up having to put this on hold right here and then figure that out later.